Hello. How you guys doing? Well, I mean, banana phone's doing shit without power, but I hope the rest of you are doing okay. Good morning. I'm just getting a couple of things set up real quick and then we'll get started. I had some trouble deciding what to play today. Um, so I flipped a coin and the coin said Final Fantasy. So that's what we're gonna do. Just like all my important decisions, I just flip a coin. Okay, let's see. Boop, boop. Okay. Oof, big storm. Yeah, we've been having a lot of bad weather here too. I wonder if it's that hurricane finally reached you. What is the name of it? Is it Hurricane Elsa? I know it's like fucking us up right now because like we're having like flood warnings and stuff. My pond is almost over full of water. I'm worried my fish are gonna fall out. um, yeah, it's something. Also, I just realized I didn't adjust this. Let me just move this a little bit. Make believe nothing happened. Hey, Pengu. Okay, so I decided that I wanted to train in a couple of other classes. So I've been doing that. I've got like a couple of classes going for me. Let me do that real quick. So I trained in miner, I trained in botanist, and a couple of other things. But right now, what I'm training as is a conjurer because I want to be able to revive noobs. Because people revived me so many times. But it's fucking hard. The conjurer is like the worst job. Fucking sucks. I also got this new mount. Look at this guy. Look at that. Look at how cute he is. Fucking adorable. Anyways. Yeah, he's my favorite. Why does it look so spooky? Maybe it's because it's nighttime. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I've just been grinding. That one's doing something weird. Okay. To try to level up, but like legit, this is the worst job. It's because casting takes so long, and your casting can get interrupted by them attacking you. And I just feel like the attack is really weak. I thought about making someone help me level up because I just didn't feel like doing it myself, but I also am kind of like stubborn. So I'm like, I refuse to ask for help. So instead I just make my chocobo fight for me. Yeah, see? But I can heal now, so that's cool. But yeah, so I've just been grinding to hell to try to find a way to get stronger. And I'm only on level 23. But we're gonna do our best to not die. So let's do that. Let's see, we're gonna do these hunting logs. Let's go to Central Shroud. Sorrel Haven. Okay. So how y'all been doing? on, Charlie, just eat your cereal. He's such a cutie, though. I love Charles. Okay, we're looking for shroomy boys. If I was a mushroom, where would I be? I'm doing okay. I've had a rough couple of days. I'm just doing my best to get up each morning. I don't know if you guys noticed, I kind of got up late again today. Well, again, you probably didn't notice. I got up late yesterday too, and the day before. No, not the day before. But things have just been a little rough. Pretty strong. Let's see if I get my ass handed to me. I don't think it'll be going better for a long while, but that's okay. It's just part of life. Bitch. Let's see if this guy kills me. Oops, get out of the way. Oh god, all the wrong buttons. Fuck. But yeah, that's why I'm playing Final Fantasy, to avoid my problems and feelings. You know, just the normal. It's fine though. That's okay sometimes. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to get murdered by toadstools though, so let's kill a couple more and get strong. Shit, get out of the way. Okay. Don't die. Yeah, bitch, get fucked. Death. Haha. No, I'm dumb. It's fine. Okay, I think I gotta kill one more. Yeah. And that one I'll probably have to wait because it's just too strong. Help. Look at me help. Good person. Okay, where should we go next? I didn't realize I got a new thing. Okay guys, look at this. So I've gotten a couple new minions. Like the little mushroom. Like I got a little cactus boy. Yeah. Right now I've got this one. He's legit my favorite. He's so cute. Okay, where are we going? Let's see. What should I do next? Let's see. I mean, we could try to do one of those, like, group things. Where you have, like, a group of people do stuff. I guess we could do that. No, don't kill me! Ah, run faster! Oh yeah? It hasn't been too warm here lately, just because of the storm coming through. But right now, like, I think the whole world is just fucking cooking itself to death. I kind of want to do an easy one because I've never been the healer for one before. I'm worried people are gonna be pissed that I suck. We'll see. Fingers crossed nobody hates me. I'm glad it's not hot here right now, though. I hate warm weather. The only time I'm okay with warm weather is if I'm at the beach, and then I'm fine. Do you guys like the beach? Yeah. I've always loved the beach. No worries, V. Nothing important was happening. We're just waiting to kill some stuff. Hey Tim, how's it going? I'm doing okay-ish. Doing my best. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Kids candy? What defines kids candy versus adult candy? I think all candy is created equally. Oh, I think I like those. I still buy those and eat those. I don't think that means it's kids candy. Yeah, no, I know. I eat all candy. I think that's one word that I can't get behind is bussin'. I don't know. I just don't really, I just don't really get that one, you know? It's my old showing, I guess. I feel like I'm not very helpful to these people right now. A terrible healer. I mean, none of them have died, so I guess did a good thing. That's how it works, right? Hey Myro, nice to see you. Sorry, I got distracted. This is more difficult than I thought this week, you know? Man, casting takes forever. The last couple days have been long. I'm kind of really exhausted. I've been sleeping in a lot. I normally don't. I normally wake up really early. But, you know, it's depression. Sorry, this stream's a little boring. I'm not talking quite as much as normal, guys. I apologize. What do you guys want to talk about? Oh, that's weird. Maybe Twitch is having some issues. Isn't there a third person? Oh, there he is. I don't like reading, actually. So, funny story. I had a lot of trouble reading books growing up. It wasn't that I, like, couldn't read, but it was just that I don't know, like, I would get so bored so quickly, and they just didn't feel entertaining. They felt like more like a chore. Like a requirement that I had to do in order to, you know, do well in school. And my parents are avid readers, so they were always like, what the fuck? Why you no read? And I don't know, it just wasn't enjoyable to me at the time. And so we would regularly go to like bookstores, and my my dad would always buy like a shit ton of books. And as we got older, he would be like, okay, you guys can get one book while you're here. And I would always be like, I don't want one. Can I get this toy instead? And my dad would get so pissed. Like, rage. Like, just insanely pissed. And it would always be really, really frustrating because I didn't understand it. I was like, I'm saving you money by not wanting a book. First of all, and then, oops, I forgot I need to heal people. Shit. And then secondly, like, why can't I just not like it? And I remember feeling really frustrated about it because my siblings liked books and they enjoyed reading, and I felt like there was something wrong with me. Yeah, it just felt empty whenever I would read books. They just didn't really have anything that I enjoyed. I don't need any of those. And so it was kind of difficult because I felt this intense pressure to like read, but I just didn't like it. And I didn't know why or what I was doing wrong. And so I remember my dad would get so angry that he would like yell at me in the middle of the store, which is like super embarrassing and anxiety inducing. And so it became this thing where I would just like pick a book just to get them off my back, and then I would just never read it. I would just put it someplace and fucking ignore it. And it just felt bad because I felt like I was the odd one out in my family. And so finally, I remember going to a bookstore, and my dad was being like a real ass, and he was getting really mad, and he was calling me just names and stuff, and I was feeling really shitty. And I was like, I'm just not getting a book. Like, I'm just not getting one. And he yelled at me, and it was just really unfortunate. And so he goes to the register and he's waiting in line. And I walked away because I was frustrated that he was being so mean, and I was just trying to exist, you know? And so I was like, whatever, doesn't matter. And I'm standing over next to the door. Sorry, I keep getting distracted mid-story. Oh no, go away. I'm standing next to the door. Stop attacking. Stop coming near me. I'll just heal this guy instead. And I see this display for this book with this like really interesting cover. It's got like some like dragons on it. The cover style is really different. It's something I've never seen before. And it was just like, it really piqued my interest immediately. I had never seen anything quite like it. And so I picked it up and I started flipping through it, and it was a manga. It was the first manga I had ever seen. And I remember the art style was so interesting, and the story looked interesting, and like for the first time I was like, I want to read this. And I remember my mom came over and was like, what are you looking at? My mom's much better than my dad, so she's like, what are you looking at, you know? And I show her, and I'm like, I kind of want this. And my dad was already paying, and I was like, but he's already paying, and I don't want to be a pain. He's already mad at me, and he's just gonna get angrier if I try to ask him to buy this now, because he'd have to stand in line again. And so my mom picks it up and she looks through it a little bit, And she's like, you want to read this? And I was like, yeah, I want to read this. And she was like, okay. And she grabs it and she goes over to my dad. And he throws a tantrum because he's like, I'm not going to stand in line again. You know? And so she's like, fine, I'll stand in line and I'll pay for it. And then he sees the price on it. It was $9.99. And so my siblings had all gotten like $2 books because they're like kids' books, you know? And so he was like, this book is too expensive. I'm not letting you buy it. And my mom was like, listen here. She wants to read something and we're gonna buy it. And so, he ended up buying it, or my mom ended up standing in line and buying it. And I still remember every detail of this manga. I still have it. It's a weird one, so most people don't know it. They've never heard of it. It's old. Because I'm talking like when I was young. It was the first time I had ever seen a manga in a bookstore. It was like very, very long ago. I was such an old bitch. But I remember up until that point, I just hated reading. And once I got to manga, I was finally like, this is something I can read. I'm okay reading this. And my dad would always get pissed because the manga are so much more expensive than regular books. And he was like, you're just reading a picture book. And it's like, yeah, but my brother gets a picture book. So like, why is it okay for him to get a picture book and not me? No, why are they targeting me? Go away. But so, thanks, Tank. But so, from that point on, every time we went to the Barnes and Nobles or any kind of bookstore, I would buy a manga. And I like really, really got into it. Obviously, I'm still hugely addicted. And it was like my first introduction to reading something that I liked, that I enjoyed and I felt good about, and that made me happy. Because like up until that point I had tried to read these books and I couldn't get into them. Like it wasn't piquing my interest. It just was kind of disappointing. Like I just didn't, you know? It just didn't. And so like I remember like from that point on, even when we went to the libraries, my mom, like I've had anxiety my whole life. So I would be like scared to ask for help. And I'd be like, where do they keep the manga? Like most libraries have a very small section of manga, but they had it, you know. And so I would try to ask an employee, and they would be like confused and not know what the hell I'm talking about, because like I said, this was a long time ago. So this was before manga was like mainstream. This was back when it was still something nobody in the United States has really heard of. And so the staff would always be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I would always be like, okay, it's fine. And my mom would go over to them and be like, no, you're gonna look it up and you're gonna see if you have some. This is how you spell it. And so like she would always do her best to make sure that I could find something to read. Which I always greatly appreciated. I mean, like, having a mom who supports you like that and helps you when you're afraid to deal with stuff is great. Where are we going? Yeah, where are we going, guys? Yeah, my mom is really, really amazing. But so it was like that all growing up. And I don't know, I would try reading books, but it was just empty. Like, it just felt like reading a school assignment. You know, where you kind of like understand half of it and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what have I read? And so, I never understood why I couldn't get into books. Like, I have a really crazy imagination, and I really, like, you know, I create all these stories in my head and everything, but like, I just can't get into books, and I just don't know why. And so I actually recently kind of figured out why. And I think, well, I think I figured out why. I'm gonna skip this, I don't care about cutscenes. He's dead. But so, what are you guys doing? So, I was watching a video, and they were talking about people who are unable to picture things in their head, who like don't like see images in their head, you know what I mean? Like they don't have, it's not that they don't have an imagination. They have an imagination. Why did I'm trying to heal him, not me. But like they can't picture things. Yeah. And so they were talking about how to tell if you can picture things in your head. And they were like, okay, so when somebody says, imagine 3 balls, imagine 3 spheres, what do you picture? And for me, I don't picture anything. I know what the concept of a sphere is. Come on, heal him. Why are you being shit? I'm sorry, guy. I was at a friggin' distance. Yeah, so like picture 3 spheres. And then what do they look like? Describe them to me. And so, oh shit, don't attack me, go away. Ah! Hulk, save me. Thanks, Hulk boy. That's my Hulk man. But so when I picture spheres, or when I think of picturing spheres, all I think of is what it is as a concept. Like I know what a sphere is. I know what it does. Like I know that it's round, I know that it rolls, like I know it's probably a 3-dimensional thing because it's a sphere. Like I understand all that. But like I don't picture it as an object in my head. I don't picture it with like color or a specific shape or a specific arrangement or anything like that. How do I... So I've seen other people give commendations, but I don't know how. Oh, that's how. But like when I picture a sphere, like I don't picture things. Like all I know is the concept of what a sphere is. And so like I was talking with a couple other people about this like a couple weeks back, where I was like, what do you guys picture? And somebody's like, oh, you know, I picture 3 spheres like in a triangular shape. One's blue, one's red, one's green. And I'm over here like, bitch, what? Excuse me? How does that work? I don't understand. And it's just I can't picture things, I guess. And like when I was reading about it, they were talking about like how people picture things in their head, and I was like, what? I've never experienced that. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing out on the fucking world. What am I doing? I actually should be like going someplace cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm still level 24, so I need to level up a little bit more before I can do the next quest. Let's go here and see if I can find some stronger monsters. But yeah, I feel like I've missed out on so much, and it's so weird too because like the thing is I'm an artist. So like yeah, no. Yeah, see, Myro, that's what I'm saying. It's like people are like, yeah, when I read it plays like a movie in my head. It's like I imagine I'm there or I'm the main character. No, I've never experienced that. Never. Oh yeah, but V, that's the other thing is like I dream. I can have lucid dreams, but I don't imagine things in the same way as other people do. And like it's weird. But I think that's exactly why I didn't like books. And it's interesting too because I was talking with somebody else about it that like I have PTSD. And part of my PTSD is I do have flashbacks. But for me, my flashbacks are like, how do I explain it? Yeah, Myro, that's what other people were saying too. But like I've never had that. And nobody ever mentioned it as a thing that could be a thing. So like I've just thought that I was garbage. Like I just thought I was a bad person who doesn't like books. I thought I was different than other people. But I love manga because I can visualize it. It's there and I can put myself in the story in a different way. But yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I have PTSD and so I do have flashbacks, but for me, my flashbacks are like an overlay on the existing world that I'm in. So imagine if you take two photos and you make one of them like 50% transparent and then you just put it over the top of the other one. That's what my flashbacks are like. They're not like in my head in like an imagination thing. And so it's so weird. And I was also thinking about it. It also answers why some of my PTSD therapy didn't help. Because they tell you to like picture the things that cause you like trauma. But like I just didn't understand what they meant. I just thought that meant like think about it. Describe it in your head in words, you know? Yeah, the Twitch chat being stupid. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, for me I have these like weird shitty flashbacks. Most people have them like where it's more like a dream, I guess. But for me it's like an overlay. It's just a little bit different. It's weird. It's hard to explain. It's like such a crazy thing. Trying to decide where to go to fight monsters. For me, it's everything. I hear voices, I hear sounds, I see everything. It's like I'm there. Yeah, the human brain's just fucked. Yeah, it's super scary. Because imagine you're just suddenly in a place that you don't want to be in. You're in a memory that brings you trauma. It sucks. But that be life, my dude. Filled with bullshit. But yeah, the human brain is really weird. I think it's unusual. V, it depends. My flashbacks are brought on by certain sounds and certain situations. So it just depends on how often I'm in that situation, or how often there's sounds that remind me of it. it used to be a couple, let's see, maybe 3 years ago, it was multiple times a day. It was to the point where it was debilitating, that like I couldn't go outside, because it was just almost constant. But it's gotten a lot better. Thanks, Ninja Man. Woman. I heard your voice, it was a woman. But yeah, it's so weird. I love books now. Well, I love manga. I still don't like books. Oh, they're very strong. What's that? No. Okay, see you in a bit, V. But yeah, I almost can't imagine picturing stuff in the way that like everyone else does. I think it's pretty interesting. I like the music that plays when I ride this. I wanted to see if any of my friends are online. I only have 3 friends. Sorry guys, I'm lonely and sad. Hi Myro, I'm lonely and sad. I'm trying to think of other weird things that come with not being able to picture stuff. I don't know, it's weird because like I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, but you're an artist, like that must be a negative. But like, I don't know. I haven't had any issues with it. But that's probably why I rely more on reference images. And then drawing from my brain, you know? Speaking of reference images, I kind of want to do some art classes just for fun. I gotta find some place to do them. Huh. Ceremony people? Maybe this is where people get married. I heard that you can do that in this game. I just want to fight monsters. Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy how the human brain's just like, let me just fuck with you. Yeah, see, this is a marriage ceremony place. No thanks. I think the brain is crazy in how it functions. I mean, some of the coping mechanisms it uses are really, really interesting, but some of the other things it does, you're just like, but why? But why would you do that? I think there's lots of things that I say that I wish I could study if I was smarter. Like I could be a rocket scientist. Just kidding, too dumb. Yeah, I wonder how other people feel about being smart. Like, do you think smart people think they're smart? Or do you think they're smart enough to just be like, no, I just have a brain that does things, you know? Such a dumb question. Yeah, the brain does some really interesting things. I think it's important too that the scientific community does acknowledge certain things like that. It's one of those things where I feel like for the longest time, the scientific community was just like, nah, it doesn't exist. So I think it's good that they're kind of progressing in how things function and how human brains work. Because I mean, all things considered, we just don't know that much about it, about anything about the human brain and how we handle situations and cope. It's interesting. Let's go over here. I see a thing going on. I would like to join it. A fate. Yes, that's what it's called. It says there's a fate here, but like I do not see it. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't get to participate. Cool. That's cool. Cool! Really, that's the sound of my frustration, but it's fine. I'm so exhausted. $40. No thanks. About to get murdered. I want to join a fate, but I need to make sure I have enough time to get to it. That one's probably... Oh, it's gonna be in that higher up area, maybe? Is it gonna be too strong for me? Will I not be able to participate? Yeah, I think it's gonna be above, probably. Sucks to suck. Meh, meh. Yeah, there's one in the other direction. How much times? Okay. Yeah, I can do that one. Let's teleport back over here. Western comic books? I mean, I used to, not quite as much. I think it just depends on the content. I mean, I think when I used to do it, it was mainly stuff that was available at the library. Like, I was less likely to buy Western comics than I was manga. But they're still good. I mean, I think it just depends on the like topic and all that jazz. Oh, it's okay, guy. I'll revive you. Oh, this is attacking me. Bitch. Man, it takes so long for my attack to like freaking cast. There's so many people here too. I think this is the fate, like the first time I've seen a fate with so many fucking people at it. Yeah. There's another one over here, so I'm gonna go to it. Let's see. Which one is this? It's level sync. Well, shit. walk, walk. Oh god. I feel like I haven't been able to attack anything because I keep getting killed before I can attack. I guess that's fine though. Yeah. Okay, let's go to. Oh, that one's just ended. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, why did that happen? Let's see. Are there any other ones? I guess this one is just too far away. Meh. Okay, kiddos. I think we're gonna call it there. I've got some other stuff to do today. So, I know it wasn't a long stream, but, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles! Ha ha ha! No, we'll maybe stream tomorrow. But I hope you all have a good afternoon. Enjoy your day. And you guys have a good weekend. I love you all. Bye, guys.